Howdy there, this is Chris with a K from Netgate. This brief video introduces the new Tensor Graphical User Interface, or GUI, in an easy-to-follow demonstration. Tensor is a high-speed virtual router solution available as a bare metal image for installation on third-party x86 hardware, as a turnkey secure router appliance from Netgate, or as a cloud instance on Amazon Web Services or at Microsoft Azure. Available at a fraction of the cost of competitive high-speed vRouter solutions, Tensor doesn't skimp on features or performance. Tensor software is capable of 10, 25, 40, or even 100 gigabit per second, depending on the hardware it's installed on, and offers high-end features like commercial NAT and API orchestration. Tensor software has always had the ability to be configured using an API or the command line, and beginning with version 23.02, Tensor has had a GUI built into the software. Currently, the GUI is experimental, but we're working to improve the user interface and experience. This video highlights the options that can be configured through the GUI as it stands today. Instructions on how to access the GUI are linked in the description below. When you first get into the GUI, you will see a menu across the top of the screen with items for system, interfaces, firewall, services, VPN, status, and help. To the right of the menu options is a notification and message section icon that provides messages to show something was updated successfully, or if there is an error trying to submit a change. The icon on the far right is for user interface settings, such as color, layout, and dark mode. The System drop-down menu offers the user options such as navigating to a dashboard view, configuring the netconf access control model or NACM, the public key infrastructure or PKI, packages, configure, access to the domain name system or the DNS resolver, and history. Under PKI, there are options for certificate authority, certificate management, certificate signing request management, and key management. Under Configure, there are options for basic system information, host management configuration, users configuration, and asynchronous cryptographic processing. DNS Resolver has options for both host and data plane interfaces. The Interfaces drop-down menu provides the following options: Configure for configuring your device's network interfaces, the Link Layer Discovery Protocol controls, known as LLDP, Bridge for controlling bridges or filter rules between two segments on the same network, loopback settings, generic routing encapsulation, known as GRE, memif and sockets to create or configure a shared memory packet interface, bonds for bonding interfaces, tabs for virtual network tabs, VXLANs and VLANs, host to configure host interfaces that are not part of the data plane, and IP/IP for IP and IP routing tunnels. The Firewall drop-down menu provides access to set up and configure access control lists, or ACLs, such as standard ACLs, MAC IP ACLs, or host ACLs. NAT, or network address translation, can be configured from the Firewall menu as well. NAT options include global options, pools, mappings, NAT64, and map domains. The Services drop-down menu offers configuration access for DHCP, or Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, using the key open-source DHCP server. Also included in this drop-down is the Simple Network Management Protocol, or SNMP, DNS Resolver controls, data plane controls, Network Time Protocol, or NTP configuration, IP reassembly, static routing, and RESTconf API configuration, along with service control to control services. The key DHCP server has options for configuration, loggers, subnets, options, and option definitions. The DNS resolver has settings options, as well as local and forward zones configuration. The data plane configuration has options for settings, DPDK configuration, DPDK devices, and CPU settings. The VPN drop-down menu can be used to configure IPsec or WireGuard VPNs. The Status drop-down menu presents information about DHCP leases, IPsec, VPP graph status, static routes, and WireGuard. The Help drop-down menu provides quick links to Tensor software documentation, the Technical Assistance Center, or TAC, the user forum, and feedback. These links open in the browser window. It's important to note that every annual Tensor software subscription comes with TAC Professional included, with the option to upgrade to TAC Enterprise for improved SLA. In summary, we've just concluded the Tensor GUI demonstration video. For more information about Tensor software or secure routers with Tensor software pre-installed, contact us at the link in the description. Thanks for watching, and be sure to watch our other upcoming Tensor and pfSense videos. Take it easy.